Howdy folks, Skirbo here, back with some more Mountain Valley Farm. As you can see, it is springtime and the snow is melting. Temperature's coming up nicely. The ground is just warm enough to get some wheat in the ground. It needs to be 41 degrees for germination, and we're at 41 degrees. So we're going to go get some wheat planted. Over the winter, there wasn't a lot to do, but I did get a seed tank and a fertilizer tank installed. And I got some equipment bought. So let's take a look. I can't remember all the names here. So for the seeder cultivator, we got the Horsch Pronto. Cultivates and seeds. See, we got the Amazon sprayer for the fertilizer. Also picked up a weeder. And we've got the Axial Flow 7130 and the grain head. So we're pretty well set up for planting. I got a little Hurleman just for the sprayer with the narrow tires. So let's go get some wheat in the ground. One thing I am going to need to do is buy or clear some land and buy a building. I don't have anywhere to put the Scorpion King or the harvester inside. I've got the plow sitting around, the chipper, stuff like that. It'd be good to get that stuff indoors. This is set for wheat, so we should be able to just fill her up. And we'll get some fertilizer in here as well. Although, I just realized that's liquid fertilizer. And I need solid fertilizer. So that's not going to work. I'll have to get into the tank bot. Let me do that real quick. We can put it right in there with the others. I'll be right back. Alright, we got the solid fertilizer installed. Get backed up to that. That should work. May end up moving some of the stuff. This is not the ideal layout here. Might have to clear some more land. Do things a little differently around here. This will work for now. Let's head on over to the field. Run over a few chickens. It's okay. Chickens are super tough. Oh, let's close the cover. And we're going to have to try to get this thing seated with GPS mod. I'm not sure why that has an offset. Yeah, I don't know why that has an offset. Let's zero that out. Okay, let's see if we can make this work. I might have got a little enthusiastic on the plowing. Our width was a little off on the GPS. I think we can make it work. Let's try 5. So that's about right. Let's cut it down just a tad. Go down to 4. Let's try 4.1. Now it wants to detect the edge of the field down there. I'm not sure if GPS will detect the other edge. We'll just have to find out. Be ready to take over manual control. Should beep. Alright, so it's going to turn. There we go. I think that will work. Then I can make a lap around the outside if I need to. We'll see how much overlap there is. So I'm going to be able to come down just a little more. Let's do 3 meters. Seed fertilizer's coming out, so that's looking good. I just, it's the first planting I've done with Seasons mod. So here's hoping that I can make it work. Okay, cool. GPS mod seems to be working, so I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of this field planted. Then we'll see what our next steps are. Until if we're getting closer to that fence row, if it just looks scarier. I thought we were lined up with the fence row, but maybe it's not perfectly in line with what the GPS mod picked up. Looks like it picked up true north, according to the map. I thought that fence row was square. I have a little bit of a problem here. The fence row jogs in. I didn't notice that. So we kind of ran into a fence post. We'll see how this turns out the next time around. And I'm going to throttle back and we'll see how this... Yeah, it doesn't want to start turning until right there. So we're going to have to go back to stop mode. We're just going to have to... Well, we can use the turn at the other end. Yeah, see, that's not going to work. So we'll have to manually turn down here at the fence row. Or what we could do, let's get this going in the right direction. Let's change this. It was on 3? I don't remember what it was on. Let's try it on around 5 meters. See if that's far enough away from the fence. There we go. Did I get that reset? It looks like 3 meters would work. We'll try 3.5. This doesn't really matter because we're going to make a pass down through there anyway, so let's just set it at like 5 and call it good. Old 6250, no problem pulling this cultivator, planter, sewing machine, whatever you want to call it. No problem at all. No! Yeah, it didn't detect, it didn't turn there for some reason. Not sure why. Well, turn manually. Not sure what's going to happen here on the grass. So it's permanent grass that goes along with the road, maybe? We'll see what happens. Yeah, it beeps, but it never stops. Alright, we're going to kill the GPS mode. Now what we need to do is just run down the headlands here on the north side and the south side. Get these spots planted and we'll be good to go. Okay, we are done planting. Let's get this guy folded back up. I don't think I own a pressure washer. I need to invest in a pressure washer. Let's take this guy back to the shed. There's all that equipment sitting outside. I need to get a shed built for that. Yeah, I do not have a pressure washer, so let me get one of those installed and we'll get this washed off before we stick it back in the barn. Alright, we've got a pressure washer down here, so let's go get this washed up. And I guess we need to work on this tractor. I don't know what maintenance required does for you. So I need to read up on that. Might as well wash the tractor too while we're at it. Also should get a front weight for this thing. I'm not sure it needs it, but wouldn't hurt. Okay, let's get this put back in the barn. See if I push F1 here. This is maintenance required. Every so many days or so many engine hours, you're required to do maintenance. Or what? Seems to start and run just fine. How close are we to the wall? Pretty close. Looks like we can just get the front wheels in here, and then we're good. I'm gonna go ahead and get the plow cleaned up and get it put in the shed as well. Don't know that it matters, but it'd make me feel better. Let's see. Is it B to turn? Let's see, what puts it in transport? Does this not have a transport mode? I thought it did. Does it fold if I just hit X? Oh, it is X. There we go. I don't think it'll let me put it in the garage like that, though. Yeah, it just flashes red. You can't unhook when it's in road transport mode. Well, the stove's still hanging out there. It'll melt eventually. So we got to unfold. Actually, I want to angle the other way. There we go. Oh, I can't steer. Yeah, I meant to wash this off. How dirty is it? It's actually not that dirty. I think we'll call it good. We can stick this tractor back in here. Actually, this tractor needs repair, doesn't it? Let's take it over to the workshop right next door. I think that's where we do this. Alright, do we have a key for that? Yeah, maintain. $36. Okay. I can handle that. Alt-R. Do you want to perform maintenance? Yes. Okay. Well, that was easy. Now if we hit F1, we got 30 engine hours. So every 30 engine hours or 6 days. So I don't know if that's 6 days, even if the seasons are different. I've got the season set for 3 days per season. So I'm not exactly sure how that works. At any rate, let's go park this thing. And I do believe we are good to go. Not much we can do except wait for the wheat to grow. We could clear some trees. I was thinking, let's take a little jog over here. I was thinking about clearing out on either this side of the silo or on the other side over there. We could probably put a building in right here. Clear out these trees. Put a machinery shed in here to get the Scorpion King and the harvester and that stuff inside. So that could be something we'll work on. Maybe we'll do that next episode. But, until then, thanks for watching, and take care.